Hi dear students, to today's session for grade 9 elite students who are currently going to give the math exam very soon on the coming Monday. So the video is specially for end of term 2 coverage. In this video, I'm going to be solving some free response questions which are actually in part 3, but we were not able to complete all the questions in the last video. So make sure you watch the part 3 before you watch this video for part 4, and we are going to continue with some questions that are going to help you for your ministry exam. These are going to be important questions and would come under the section of pen and paper where you have to solve the questions and show the steps. So let's get started. Statistics from my channel. I'm able to see that most of you are watching the videos, benefiting from it, liking and viewing the videos, but have not yet subscribed. So I would request kindly for the viewers, students who are watching my videos, to quickly subscribe to the channel, as it serves as a motivation for me to make more and more videos. And for those of you who have already subscribed, thank you so much for doing that. And make sure to share this video with your friends so that they can also benefit from the session. Questions on equation of circle. For this, I'm going to use the equation of a circle in standard form. Let me give you the formula: x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. Here h comma k are the coordinates of the center of the circle, which is the point in the inside equidistant from each point of the circle, and r is the radius of the circle. So I'm going to use this equation for solving the questions. So let's do these questions 1 to 4 one by one. This slide. So the center is at 0 comma 0, that means h comma k is 0 comma 0 and the value of radius is r. So x minus 0 whole square plus y minus 0 whole square is going to be 8 square. Let's simplify, open the brackets. So this is going to be x square plus y square is equal to 64. That's the answer for question 1. Similarly, here the center is h comma k, that is minus 2 comma 6, and the diameter is 8. So the radius is going to be half of the diameter, that is going to be 2 divided by 2, so 4 units. So when I write the equation, I'm going to use the standard form. So x minus h. Now h is already negative, so minus of minus is positive, plus y minus k is going to be r square, which is going to be 4 square or 16. So this is the standard form. Now let's look at the question 3 and 4. Here the equation, the graph of the circle is given, the coordinates are not given. So let's see how much are the coordinates. If I go on the x-axis 1, 2, 3, if I go on the y-axis 1, 2, so this is 2, this one is 3, so the radius is also 2, so the point of the center is 2 comma 3. Sorry, x is 3. I'm going to correct this. So the coordinates are going to be x is 1, 2, 3. This point is 3 comma 0. So this point is going to be 3 comma 2. X is 3, y is 2. So the coordinates of the center is going to be x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square is going to be the radius square, which is 2 square, or let's do this one similarly. Now the center here lies on the y-axis, so definitely the x coordinate is going to be 0. Y coordinate is 2 on the negative side, so the center is this. And if you look at the radius, 1, 2, 3, 3 units is the radius of the circle. So I'm going to write the equation x minus 0 whole square plus y minus of minus 2, that's plus 2, is going to be equal to 3 square. So you can simplify and the answer comes out to be x square plus y minus 2 whole square is going to be 9. That's the equation for all the 4 questions. So you can check your answers. I've provided here the answer key for questions 1, 2, 3 and 4 so that you may verify and check your answers. Okay, so let's solve these questions now. In question 28, you are given 3 points P, Q and R that lie on a circle. So I would suggest you to solve this question. You draw the graph. That is, you plot these points, plot these 3 3 points that lie on the circle and roughly draw the circle through it. Then this girl Rosalina says that the circle will not intersect y equal to 3. Now when you will draw the graph, when you will plot these 3 points, you will be able to see that the line y equal to 3 intersects the circle that you draw at the point 2 comma 3. So therefore this girl Rosalina is not correct. The answer is Rosalina correct is no, she's wrong, because if you see the graph, if you draw the graph, that's the reasoning, you plot the points, the circle is going to pass through the point 2 comma 3. That means the line y equal to 3 is going to intersect the circle. Next is describe how the equation of the circle changes if the circle is translated a units to the right and b units down. Now if it is going to the right, see, first of all, the equation of the circle that you know, let's write the standard form. We have already used this in the previous question. This is the equation. Now in order to get the new equation where the circle is translated a units to the right, that means the x coordinate is now going to change to x plus a because it's going on the right, and y is going to change to y minus b. Now why do I change to minus b? Because if you see here, I will go to underline, translate a units to the right, so it's going to be positive, that's why plus a, and b units down means it is going to go down, so that's why the negative. So just replace in this equation that you see x with x plus a and y with y minus b, you are going to get the answer. I'm going to show it to you in the next slide. And next important question that we'll do is question number 31. So here the center of the circle is given to be 2 comma 3. I would again suggest you to draw the graph of the question, and then the point 2 comma 1 lies on the circle. So when you draw a rough graph, I'm going to just draw it here for you. This is a rough graph. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This point is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 also. So if you see, the first point is 2 comma 3, 2 comma 3. So this is where the center is lying. Okay, and then the second point is 2 comma 1. So it will be somewhere in the bottom, just below this point. So this is 2 comma 3, this is 2 comma 1. Now try to draw a rough circle. These 2 points, one is center and one is lying on the circle. So can I say in between will be the radius if I join these two? And then you try to draw the circle. So if the radius here is 2 units, as you can see, that means the circle is going to pass from here to this point. I'm going to just make it a little roughly. Yeah, so see, radius you will get as 2, as you can see, this is 2 units. So this is also going to be 2, this is also going to be 2. So you need to find 3 other points with integer coordinates that lie on the circle. Okay, explain how to do this without finding the equation of the circle. So no need for equation of circle. If you see, integer points that lie are so many. One is this point, another is this point, another is this point. So what are going to be these points? This is 2 comma 5, this already is 2 comma 1. This point is only this point is lying on the y-axis, so x is going to be 0, so 0 comma 3. That's another point. You want to find this point also. This is 2, this is 2, so this is going to be x equal to 4 comma 3. So all these points lie on the circle. So you can just if you want, you can write the equation of the circle also, but it is not asked, so you can give your answer as the points 2 comma 5, 0 comma 3, 4 comma 3. So these are the 3 other points with integer coefficients that lie on the circle. So the trick for this question was to draw the graph, and then there's no need to use the equation of the circle. So now you can check your answers. I have provided on this slide the sample answer for question 29, for question 30, for question 31. So you can check your answers, and as you see, we have already solved in the previous slide the working of the question. Solve these questions 35 to 40. Out of these, I feel question 37 is the most important, so I'm going to show you the working for this. As you see, it's a persevere question, so it's going to be a repeated application of something. So x is what you need to find. If you see, x is the height here for this triangle. Now look carefully, observe the figure. The figure is in the shape of a parallelogram. Now this parallelogram that's given to you, A, B, C, D. It has a base of 15, a side of 9, then its height is x. You can see here right angle triangle, so I'm going to just highlight it a little bit more so that you know that it's right triangle. Again, for this one there is another right triangle, so two right triangles here. And if you see carefully, the diagonal BD, I'm going to now make this diagonal bold. Diagonal BD is dividing the parallelogram into two triangles. Now these two triangles, because the diagonal for a parallelogram divides the parallelogram into two triangles of equal area, I can say area of triangle ABD. ABD is going to be equal to area of triangle CBD. CBD, both are equal, and area of a triangle is what? Half times base times height. So what is the base of this triangle? The base is 15 and the height is x. That's what you need to find, so keep it x. Now I'm going to just change the color here so that you don't get confused. This is multiplication, 15 multiplied by x, and 1 by 2 base of CBD is the base BC, which is going to be equal to 9, because opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. So if this is 15, this is 15. If this is 9, this is 9. So here it is going to be 9 multiplied with the height. The height is the perpendicular 12. Okay. Now you have to solve this for x. It's pretty simple. You will first cancel the common terms, which is 2. So 15 multiplied with x is going to be 9 multiplied by 12. Divide both sides by 15 because you need your x. So you are going to isolate x and cancel the common factors. So this is going to be, we will divide by 3. So 3 3s are 9, 3 5s are 15. So this is 36 divided by 5, which is going to give you 7.2. So the answer for this question is x equal to 7.2. That's the working you need to show for the free response question. Okay, so let's see the sample answer for the higher order thinking skills question. So we are going to solve question 35 first. I'll read the question for you loud and clear. Will the perimeter of a non-rectangular parallelogram? So non-rectangular parallelogram means a parallelogram which is not in the shape of a rectangle. Now you have to say whether it is sometimes, always, or never greater than the perimeter of a rectangle with the same area and the same height, and you need to give reasons and justify your argument. So the correct answer is that it is going to be always greater. So the perimeter of this non-rectangular parallelogram is always going to be greater than the perimeter of the rectangle with the same area and the same height. And the reason is, if the areas are equal, the perimeter of the non-rectangular parallelogram will always be greater, because the length of the side that is not perpendicular to the height forms a right angle with the height. The height is a leg of the triangle, and the side of the parallelogram is the hypotenuse of the triangle. Because the hypotenuse is always the longest side of the right triangle, the non-perpendicular side of the parallelogram is always greater than the height. So we are using Pythagorean theorem. Okay, let's solve question 37. Here you need to find the value of x in the parallelogram ABCD, which is given to you here. So you are going to use the formula for area of parallelogram and area of triangle for solving this question. Also, because you see right angles, you are going to also apply here for this question the Pythagorean theorem to get your value of x. So the answer that is going to be there will be x equal to 7.2. Let's do question 38. So here you have to draw a kite in a rhombus with in equal area 6 square units. So if you see the first figure that you see here is a rhombus, remember the formula for area of rhombus is 1 by 2 product of diagonals. So when you multiply that, it comes out to be 6. Similarly for this kite, if you multiply the two diagonals and divide by 2, it's going to be 6. So both have 6 square inches as the area. Label and justify your drawings. So I've already labeled here, and this is what is um, the answer, the formula. Question 39. Is the area of two rhombi equal? The perimeter sometimes, always, or never equal? Justify your argument. So here sometimes is the correct answer. So the area of two rhombi are equal. Then sometimes the perimeter will also be equal. This is the answer. The reason is that if the areas are equal, it means that the product of the diagonals are equal. The only time that the perimeters will be equal is when the diagonals are also equal, or when the two rhombi are congruent. So that's coming directly from the formula of area of rhombus. Now, how can you use trigonometry to find area of a figure? The answer is very simple. We have done a lesson on applications of trigonometry where we have done this formula. Area is equal to 1 by 2 small a multiplied by small b sine c. So this is how you can use trigonometry, because you are using sine ratio to find the area of the triangle. That brings us to the end of today's session for the free response. With this, from my side, all the videos are complete for grade 9 elite. So I hope you have watched all the videos, part 1, part 2, part 3 and part 4. And if you found them useful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Until then, this is Mr. Chika signing off from the session, wishing you all the very best for your coming exams. Bye students.